Hi, I'm Shruti. Welcome to About Stories. Today, I'm here to introduce you all to an ancient Indian story called Guru Bhakti. So let's start the story. Once upon a time in ancient India, there lived a king named Narasimharaya. He ruled the kingdom of Uyuri with great love and concern. Though everything was going right, the king and his queen Mahadevi were not happy as they were childless. One day, due to the blessings of a goddess, the couple were blessed with a son. Their happiness touched no ends. The whole kingdom celebrated the occasion and named the boy as Samarasimha. As the days passed, the boy was growing fast and so were his skills. He learned all art forms like archery, horse riding, fencing, and so on with great ease. He was limited by the teachers around him. And so, the king wanted his son to explore other skills which were not taught in his kingdom. For this, the king searched many places for long and finally found a suitable teacher named Aryavansh on the banks of River Ganga. Along with the prince, there were 11 disciples learning under Aryavansh. They were being taught all forms of art, and the prince excelled in all, especially Jyotish Shastra, an art through which one can foresee the future. One day, to test his skill, Samarsimha worked out on the calculations of Aryavansh's fate, only to find that his teacher will be severely sick and the sickness would continue for 3 long years. Samarasimha became sad that his guru will undergo such agony. As time passed, Narsimharaya learned that his son had completed his education. He, along with his wife Mahadevi, went to the ashram to take their son back to the kingdom. But Samarsimha refused to go with his parents. He requested his guru to grant some more time to stay and learn other skills. Aryavansh agreed Samarsimha's request, and so did the king and the queen. As remaining students paid their Guru Dakshina and left the ashram, Samarasimha, along with 4 students, stayed back. Aryavansh called Samarasimha and secretly inquired the reason for his stay back. The prince humbly replied, Acharya, as a part of practical application, I used Jyotish Shastra on you and came to know that your health will devolve. Moreover, such illness will continue for 3 years. If all of us left, you would be alone and you will miss proper care. Hence, I have to stay so that I can give you medicines in time. Listening to Samarasimha's words, Aryavansh was overwhelmed and remained silent. Days passed. Aryavansh was attacked by an unknown disease. None of the disciples were able to find proper medicine to it. After an year, the disease worsened, but still there was no cure. Meanwhile, Maharshi Manu, a childhood friend of Aryavansh and a contemporary guru, studied Aryavansh's health. He understood that disease can be cured by the blood of a tiger. Listening to the words of Maharshi Manu, everyone was shocked. No person had the courage to bring a tiger's blood. So, being a Kshatriya prince, Samarsimha came forward and accepted the challenge. He left the ashram for days but couldn't find a tiger. During his search, he got lost and entered his enemy's territory. As the search was on, the enemy king also came for hunting. He saw a tiger and caught it. While returning back, he also saw the prince. Being enemies, they both fought with each other. After a while, the enemy king faced defeat in the hands of young prince and said, "Oh brave Samarsimha, I fought many great people and remained undefeated. But for the first time, you overcame me with great might. I'm impressed. Tell me what you want. Consider this as my boon." The prince was very happy and answered the enemy king, "My king, your might is not less than any one I've seen so far. I thank you for the boon and kindly grant me the tiger you caught." The enemy king handed over the tiger. Samarsimha was pleased and helped the enemy king by tying bandages to his wounds. The enemy king requested the prince to visit his kingdom as he thought Samarsimha was the most suitable bridegroom for his daughter. The enemy king's daughter, Chanchala, was very beautiful. Accepting the king's request, Samarsimha went with the enemy king and married his daughter. Later, he reached the ashram with the tiger. While Samarsimha was explaining what all that happened to his guru Aryavansh, Maharshi Manu prepared the medicine with the tiger's blood and cured Aryavansh's disease. As this was going on, the king Narsimha Raya, along with his wife Mahadevi, came to the ashram and heard the adventure of their son. They felt happy knowing the brave quest that their son did. As his guru was cured, Samarsimha left some representatives at the ashram and went to his kingdom. With the blessings of his guru, Samarsimha ruled his kingdom and lived happily. Thus, Samarsimha was successful in protecting his guru. Hope you liked the story. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.